What if your smartphone's music quality is a lie? Exploding head in 2025, these 5 high-res audio players deliver crisper, deeper, and richer sound than any phone, even the $1,500 flagships. Stick around because number 3 has a hidden DAC that audiophiles are obsessed with. All purchase links? Check the description. Let's dive in. Number 1. Hiby R4. Hiby in the past year has managed to exceed all my expectations. As an owner of the R6 Mark II, I was impressed, and having just reviewed their new models, I can categorically say they are now the class leaders for DAP surround and under $500. The Hiby R4 is just so unmatched at its price. With an RRP of $249, I expected some shortcuts, but try as I might, it's a device that will suit the vast majority of audiophiles looking for a high-powered digital music player to power high-end headphones and IEMs. Powered by a Snapdragon 665 with an Android 12 operating system, it feels responsive and lag-free, yet despite that I didn't feel the battery life took much of a hit. I got 10.5 hours in my testing with the 3.5mm output and 8.5 hours with the balanced 4.4mm connector in action. Please note though that results will vary on the amp used. Number 2. Fiio M17. Although I use the iBasso DX320 daily as my MP3 player of choice, if I were to switch to another, it would be the Fiio M17. For me, the sound quality is so good on both. Everything else comes down to personal preference. I have always been an iBasso user, so I stick with them. In a practical sense, both are elite and, in my opinion, the 2 best DAPs you can buy in 2025. What impresses me most about the M17 is how Fiio managed to cram so much desktop componentry into such a small package. The ES9038 Pro DAC is found on full-size desktops and hi-fi components, but the house, in collab with THX, amp also packs a punch. Codec support is all there, including MQA8 and DSD512, which we like to see, as many audiophiles will integrate this player into their full hi-fi system. Now, the issue here, is this a DAP? Well, yes, of course, but if I had one, I would see myself using it more as a transportable solution, taking advantage of its power system. While the componentry is good, it's not as portable as the DX320. Number 3. Fiio M11 Plus. For a long time, Fiio has been in control of the cheap DAP market, but in recent years, they expanded their line and are considered one of the best music player and amp manufacturers on the planet. The M11 Plus is the company's latest mid-priced offering, and it's probably their best price to performance. The M11 Plus supports various high-resolution audio formats such as DSD, DSF, DFF, PCM, APE, FLAC, WAVE, AIFF, ALAC, WMA, PCM, MP3, OGG, ACC. This music player packs a heavy punch for its size and price and competes with many of AK's entry-level models on sound. The interface is less refined, but it's still a hell of a bargain. Just look at this spec list. 11.5 hours battery life / 2.5 mm / 3.5 mm / 4.4 mm headphone outputs / two-way LDAC Bluetooth / two-way Type-C / USB audio / DAC / SPDIF output / QC 4.0 quick charge / 2.4 / 5G Wi-Fi / DLNA / Wi-Fi file transfer / Fiio Link / Apple AirPlay. Number 4. Fiio M11S High-Res MP3 Music Player. The Fiio M11S is a beast of a digital audio player, DAP, for its price, and gives many of the features of the more expensive models without cutting out the important stuff. It has one of the best battery lives on test, and that's even with the size being manageable by actually being pocketable. It uses the powerful Snapdragon 660 chipset with Android 10 that Fiio's engineers have tuned, and it's very smooth and stable. I like that they have given me multiple balanced options, as I can switch between my full-size cans and IEMs without using a dongle, and the power it produces is immense. I never felt like the power was lacking. The sound is very transparent, almost to the point of being dry, so I suggest using them with some cans that have a little warmth to them. Overall, I think the best thing I can say about the M11s is that it is a very well polished product. It does a lot right and very little wrong, which is probably why you don't ever hear criticism of this player from its owners. Number 5. SURFANS F20. The SURFANS F20 has gained a bit of a cult following. It's a high-resolution MP3 player focusing on those who keep their music library on an SD card rather than using lossless streaming apps. It's an old-school audiophile DAP that offers much value for money and is one of the top players on our best cheap DAP list. All major lossless file formats are included, and there is also Bluetooth output should you wish to use it. Sound quality and the low price more than make up for the lack of a touch screen and apps. It's a spacious-sounding DAP with lots of power and a dark black background. Finally, the last thing I love about the SURFANS F20 is the tank-like build quality and tactile, clicky buttons and scroll wheel. It gave me that throwback to a simpler time when I wasn't tapping on screens and could use my DAP for what it was meant for. Listening to music. So, which of these high-res players are you grabbing? Let me know in the comments. Musical notes: if this video made your music sound 10x better, smash that like button, share it with a fellow music lover, and subscribe for more audio secrets. Rocket, see you in the next one. Keep jamming.